In this video, we are discussing exception handling in Java.
In this Java program demonstration, we are discussing exception handling. Exception means erroneous condition. So within the try block, we will be writing some set of statements where we are expecting some error may take place. So here we are doing one calculation, that is int result is equal to 22 by 0. We know that division by 0 is illegal. So as a result of that, when this division by 0 will try to take place, then in that case this line will remain unreachable, unexecuted. The control will try directly will come to the respective catch block, which is just following the try block where the arithmetic exception has been caught. So how to write the catch block? Within the catch block we will be writing this, the exception name and the exception object. There is a catch the exception and handle it in a correct way. We are supposed to write the respective remedial actions to be taken when the exception will take place, and then catch block will be followed by the finally block. Obviously that is optional. It is not mandatory that always the catch blocks will be followed by the final block. In the final block we'll be writing some statements. We can put some block of codes there. What is the purpose of the final block? Whenever exception will occur in the try block, then also the final block will get executed after execution of the respective catch block. If no error has occurred, no exception has occurred in the try block, then also the finally block will get executed. That means the finally block will get executed irrespective of the fact whether exception has occurred in the try block or not. And then end of the program, the rest part of the code will get executed. So now let me go for the execution at first. You can find that dividing by 0 is not allowed. So that means this particular line has got the control. That means system.out.println result is equal to plus result. So that line has remained unreachable. And then the exception is java.land.arithmetic exception. And what is the error message? That is our division by 0. So that is the error message. And then operation performed. So it is coming from this finary block, and end of the program it is coming from this rest of the line after the try catch finally block. So in this way you have got the idea. So now let me make it 2 so that no exception will take place. Then result is equal to 11. That means this line has got the control. The catch block, it hasn't got the control. The control has come directly to the finally block, operation performed, that message has got printed, and end of the program that message also got printed here. So this is the purpose of our try, catch and finally. So let us extend this program to some more extent. So we'll be going for the keyboard inputs. So we'll be going for data 1 by data 2. So data 1 and data 2 will be taken from the keyboard as input. So here we are defining some set of objects. So there is an input stream reader. So we shall go for just this one, and it is asking that it is going for the import. So it is under java.io package. So input stream reader has got imported. Next one we shall go for buffer reader. Buffer reader beer is equal to new buffer reader ISR. This is a buffer reader, so import has to be done. Java.io is the package name. Then from this buffer reader beer we shall go for int data1 is equal to beer.readline. So I shall go for this readline, and it returns string. You can easily find that return string. So that's why I must be doing a typecasting here. So there's a readline is there, and it is telling that there is a change of type data1 to string. Otherwise we can go for integer.parseInt. Integer.parseInt. This particular string has to be converted to integer, and then again one red underline, it is indicating that add throw a declaration or surround with the try catch. So surround with the try catch, you can find that this particular parse int readline, it has got surrounded with this number format exception and IO exception. So it has got surrounded with that. Otherwise you can write in this way. I press Ctrl Z, surround with the try multi-catch. So in this way you can also go for this multi-catch, that means number format exception or IO exception, then this respective code will get executed. Otherwise we can go for another way. Otherwise we can write it in this way, so that is also very much useful. Also we can segregate them because we may have different remedial actions to be taken. And there is a final block we are having. So we are having this arithmetic exception, we are having this number format exception, and then IO exception there. So let me go for this. Another data has to be read, so let it be data 2, and we are performing data 1 by data 2. We're performing data 1 by data 2. So now we are having this set of multiple catch blocks are there. So let me go for the execution. All the required inputs have been done by this Eclipse. Now let us go for the execution. We are just executing the same. So we are executing, and then here we are writing the first value, say 100, the second value is say 20. I'm getting the result 5 and operation performed, end of the program. So let us go for one prompt here for the better understanding. We're executing, enter the first number, we are putting as 100, second number we are putting as 20, result is equal to 5 is coming. If I execute the same, if I provide the first number as 100, second number as 0, division by 0 is not allowed, that means the arithmetic exception has been caught and the operation performed and end of the program. Now next time, if I put the first number as say 100, the second number as say 10, then number format exception has taken place, operation performed, and end of the program is getting executed. That is, whenever we are providing 10 ten here, so that cannot be converted to integer. So whenever we are providing 10, then 10 cannot be converted to integer because we have written 10 not in 10 format but in ten, that is in the form of string. So in that case this respective number format exception has been caught here. So I want to show you one thing, that instead of writing this particular, I'm just making them comment. There's a number format exception, and this I'm going for this up to this. So now see, this arithmetic exception and number format exception, I put them under comment, and then after this catch block we are providing exception, which is the superclass of all the exceptions. So this exception and this exception has been caught, has taken place. So now what will happen, whenever this arithmetic exception or number format exception will take place, then exception will handle the situation. Let me go for the execution. So 100 and 0, you can find that exception has taken place. So now again we are executing this 110, you can find that exception has taken place. That means instead of having this arithmetic exception catch block and then number format exception catch block, we can have a single exception catch block, that is a catch exception E. Exception has taken place, the remedial actions are to be written in here, and finally is there always will get executed even if exception has occurred or has not occurred. So this particular example I think has cleared your doubts that what is exception and how to write the exception handling program in our Java code. So let me put back my code in the in this case. So what about the rest of the exceptions which I haven't caught here will be caught by this exception catch block.